Welcome to your very first lesson of this JavaScript course. My name is Amir and I will be guiding you step by step as you learn to code in JavaScript from absolute basics to advanced. In today's video, we are not going to jump directly into complex things, but rather we are going to start with something more simple and fun. How to write and test your first JavaScript code directly in your browser using something called Developer Tools and REPL. You might hear the word REPL a lot. It sounds technical, but let me explain it in simple terms. REPL stands for Read-Eval-Print Loop. Let's break that down. Read means it reads the code you type. Evaluate means it checks and runs your code. Print stands for it shows the result on your screen, and loop means it does this over and over again as you type more code. So, REPL is like your little conversation between you and your computer. You type something, it replies instantly. Now, let's see where you can actually type JavaScript and get results. Right in your browser, using something called Developer Tools. Now, here's how to open this. If you're on Windows, just simply press Ctrl-Shift-I inside your browser, or simply right-click anywhere on a home page and click Inspect. But if you're on Mac like me, press Command-Option-I and you'll be greeted with something similar to this. Now, once it opens, look for the tab called Console at the top. Click on that and you should now see a space where you can type and run JavaScript command. To get things started, let's try something simple. In the console, try typing this: alert, welcome to proCode. And now, as soon as I press enter, you have a pop-up in your screen. That's JavaScript in action. This alert function tells the browser to show a message box. Now, type this: console.log hello JavaScript. When you press enter, it prints this message right on the console. Let's do something more fun. Try typing this: let message equals inside double quotes or single quotes if you may please. Type in, this is my first line of code. It's actually the third, so how about you just change this to third. Alright, now once you hit once you hit enter, you will see undefined, but that's not the main concern. The second thing you are going to type in is the same thing we typed earlier, which is console.log, and this time without any double quotes, just type in the same name of that value you assigned here and press enter. You will see that the same piece of text you entered, you typed in here, is printed over here again. Now, I won't get into what let means just yet. We will learn that in a later video, but for now, think of it like storing a message in a box and then asking the computer to show it. Now, what can you do with this console? The console is a great place to start JavaScript. You can write simple pieces of code, test how things work, see errors and messages when something goes wrong, learn by experimenting. You don't need to install anything. All you need is a browser and a little curiosity. Here's something to try. In the console, change the text in the alert box to say your name, like this. How about you type this alert function, but instead of Amir here, you need to switch this with your own name. How cool would be that? Try it yourself now. Let's quickly go over the quick and not so good parts of using a console. Here are the pros. Number 1, it is very easy to access. As you can see, all I need to do is press Command Option I, and there I have my little lab open at my service. Now, the second pros will be it is great for beginners. It gives instant result, and it is perfect for practicing. Now, what may the cons be? Your code disappears as soon as you refresh the web page. Once I hit refresh, you can see all the code which we have written over here is all gone. It is not good for saving or organizing big code, and you definitely can't build whole projects here. So it's great for learning and testing, but later on we will use a proper code editor for building real applications. Moreover, you can also do math. For example, you can just open this console and type in all the math you know. For me, it is just 2 plus 2. And once you press return, you can see the result popping out right over here. You can even do multiplication. For example, if I type in 3 into 9, we get 27. And a point to be noted here is in computers, well, I know many of you are, for many of you, this is going to be your first programming language. So you need to get the basics clear. In programming, if we want to multiply any two numbers, we use an asterisk instead of the typical multiplication sign. We don't use X as a multiplication sign, but instead we just use asterisk. A similar case happens in the case of division. If you need to divide two numbers, for example, if I need to divide 4 with 2, instead there is no divide sign in your keyboard present. There is just a forward slash in place of a division sign. So do remember that. Once you hit enter, you will see the result of the given math equation popping right on it popping right here on inside the console. Now to subtract two numbers, we can easily just type in a minus sign over here, and you will see the result popping out here. Here's a cool trick you can do to save a lot of time. Now, suppose I wanted to access this term over here. What I can do is type out this whole 3 into 9 again, but we are here to become pro coders. So instead, what we are going to do is hit the arrow key on your keyboard. Now, once I press that, you can see we can toggle between every other statement we just typed over here. So it is really easy to access things like this. Today you learned how to open developer tools, use console, and run your very first JavaScript code using REPL. In the next video, we will take a look at how JavaScript started, why ES6 is such a big deal, and what makes JavaScript one of the most important languages to learn today. If you found this helpful, be sure to like this video, subscribe to proCode, and leave a comment telling me what your first JavaScript message was.